What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ. This highlight video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event. Buckle up for a blustery Wednesday evening at Blair Field. Millikan and Wilson. First place Millikan riding high, but Wilson has a tough group of seniors who've had a bit of a tough season, and they want to rain on this Rams parade and get back in the hunt. Bruins send their senior ace Jack Williford to the hill. Millikan countering with senior Spencer Steer. The That's So Long Beach moment of the day. These two kids went to preschool together. Love it. Steer in trouble in the first after Tanner Mekas is hit by a pitch. A perfect hit and run executed by Max Williford, and the runners are at the corners with just one out. But Steer grabs the wheel and strikes out the next two batters to end the threat and the inning. Williford is going to find trouble in the top of the second after a throwing error allows David Balboa to reach second with one out, but he also strikes out the next two batters to end the threat and the inning. Of course, there would be more. Scott Willite leads off the bottom of the third with a single, then steals second and is able to move over to third on a sacrifice hit. So, with two outs, Steer is called for a balk? What? This pitch allows Willett to come home into score and give Bruins a 1-0 lead. You've got to take another look and you can make the call. Did he come set? Millikan's head coach Keister does not like the answer he gets. Mistakes doom Wilson in the top of the fourth this time. Steer is hit by the pitch, and then Logan Misahan reaches on this bobbled throw over to first base, so 2 on here. Then this pitch is going to get away, and both runners are going to be able to move up 90 feet. Sure enough, next pitch to Balboa is a clean single over the infield pulled in because the runners were in scoring position, and both runs are going to come around to score to push Millikan back in front 2-1 here in the top of the fourth. Bruins, though, back at it in the bottom of the fourth with back-to-back leadoff singles in the inning. Then Richard Mendoza does a job with a full count sac bunt. That ain't easy. And then with one out, this pitch is going to get away, and Zach Petway, who is running for Jack Williford, who led off the inning with a single, scores the game-tying run. So it is 2-2. But like he did in the first inning, Steer strikes out 2 more to end the inning and the threat. It would also end his night, and Millikan ace Mike Killeen would come out of the bullpen, but he's also going to find trouble in the bottom of the fifth. This is a weird night at Blair Field. An error and then a walk puts 2 runners on, and like Lupe Fiasco, a little kick, push, bunt from Mekas here causes all kinds of problems. So now the bags are packed full of Bruins, and then with one out, Max Williford with the infield push back does his job, and this ground ball is going to bring in the go-ahead run. Excuse me, that was the first out. So Wilson's up 3-2 now, and then the older Williford brother helps himself with a sac fly to right field to plate Riley Dent and take a 4-2 lead after 5 innings. This thing is just crazy. Not out of the woods quite yet. We go to the 6th, and watch out. Misahan wears that one in with one out in the 6th. He would be okay. An error puts 2 on, and then Trevor Steele singles back up the box. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Williford, another K to end the threat. Unreal. He still has to finish off the 7th inning, though, and waiting for him there is Aaron Greenfield. And a long fly ball to left field over all the green fields and the new wall. It is gone. You'd be turned up too if you hit the first high school home run over the new fences at Blair Field. We don't see that very often, and that is exactly why that kid is going to North Carolina. He gets his team back to within 1 run, 4-3. Williford has to settle down, but Steer is no help. Spencer doubles down the left field line, and now the tying run is in scoring position, but take a wild flailing stab in the dark as to what happens. Williford gets the strikeout to end the threat and the game, giving the Bruins a much-needed dramatic league victory here, and they are back in the Moore League title race. Well, as is the rest of the league, as Millikan falls back to the crew after a 4-3 defeat at the hands of these Bruins. Great game. Thanks as always to all of our sponsors, including Long Beach Transit, who has stops on Route 1 at CSU Dominguez Hills, South Bay Pavilion, and the StubHub Center. Stick with us, more League baseball drama coming at you right here at GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram.